Struggling with PvP and squad? Tired of needing a medic every few steps? Whether you're a player looking to up your game or seeking a fresh perspective from experienced squad players, you're in for a treat. Welcome to a series that promises to be one of the most educational and beneficial squad experiences you'll ever have. In this series, I'm Honcho, and I'll be personally sharing my skills and experiences. We'll dive deep into engagements, breaking them down to reveal my thought process, the decisions I make, and the options available. From map knowledge to weapon limitations, stamina management to audio cues, and much more. We'll cover it all. Without further delay, welcome to the anatomy of a firefight. In this first video, join me in a gripping engagement on Gorodok as the commander of the irregular militia forces, facing off against the British Armed Forces. Our team is struggling. We are currently losing our second to last cap point, Fruit Farm, due to a failure to respond and adjust. As my squad and I arrive on the scene, I lead from the front. I'll be playing this engagement in real time with no commentary to provide an unfiltered view of everything that unfolds. And then I'll break it down step by step. Quick heads up, my recording software did encounter a glitch here, but fortunately I was live streaming at the time. So the first half of this I pulled directly from my stream, so the footage isn't as sharp as I'd normally like. But let's not waste any more time, roll the tape, and let's see what happens. They're in this building up ahead, let me throw a grenade in. There was a couple of guys in here. They're all in here, holy shit. 4 chevrons. Don't see me. Oh, we got that down to 2 as well. We got that down to 2 chevrons. We can maybe get this back off. We can maybe get this on the bat, literally on the bat. Blow that logi up.
Behind the tree, back to the house.
Southwest.
Two chevrons. We're capping 2 chevrons.
You got your out on.
Yep.
We've got 3 chevron cap. We're capping this straight back.
Do you want us to continue or do you want us to go to Neva?
Reloading.
Go to Neva. Yeah, Neva up a
Sounds
4.
good.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Also, just you on North Honcho.
Yeah.
We're working on putting that half down here for you guys.
Monk, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Red Army.
On my way with Woody. We got BMP rolling up.
How many chevrons are you guys camping?
Well, no, not anymore.
Holy shit! Oh. I lost count of you guys I just killed them. As you can see, quite a lot went on there. But one thing I will point out straight away was the whole time was a constant push. That was me trying to find out where they were all coming from. Now let's start to break this down and I will explain my thought process as we go through. To start with, as I first breached onto Fruit Farm, we approach a building that is large enough to house a hab. This is exactly why I pushed for this building straight away. And as you can see, there isn't one in there. But I do see an infantryman hiding inside and moving around. My initial reaction was to go for a quick spray. I decide to use my grenades instead in case there's multiple inside. So my first throw is at the right hand door and then at the left. Notice I whiffed that one. It's also worth noting that this building also has a small door to the rear. So now my 2 nades have gone off, I decide to push inside to see if it's clear, and through the dust, I see 2 bodies emerge. I immediately light up the one directly in front of me, but due to being low stamina and a pure reaction-based spray, it's not very accurate. So I decide to pull back and go round. As I swing round, I'm looking ahead and to the right. and I immediately see one in the field. I gamble them not seeing me and push for the guy inside, as I hear they're using a medical bandage. So, knowing if I'm quick enough, I can spray them down whilst they are mid-animation. The first guy takes light work, but the second manages to escape through the door that luckily a teammate was covering off, so they picked up that kill. I decide to push back out of this small rear door and look around to see if any more Brits emerge, and sure enough, one presents himself. Now, it's at this point I'm thinking there's been quite a few come from the northwest. I've heard plenty of British rifle fire that way, so my guess is their hab or rally is somewhere in that direction. And this is one of the things that really comes with experience. I've been thinking about my own moves, looking for enemies, tracking their movement, and working out quick strategies, but all the while subconsciously listening to everything around me. As I continue with my push, instead of moving in the open, I decide to go left into the compound to cover myself off from the field. I always peek these fence panels as you can see through them quite nicely. I wasn't, however, expecting someone to be up against it. Now, you can nail people through the wood paneling, but there's quite a bit of a damage debuff, so I try to get my shots through the gaps instead, and sure enough, light work is made. I swing round to make sure that no one else has managed to slip past, and then I hear more SA-80s off to the west. I catch a very quick glimpse of a muzzle flash, and instead of chancing a shot, I position myself so the tree is between us, I'm not seen running up. As soon as I see the target, I spray them down. I didn't, however, expect to see two guys proned out on the ground. As I'm relaying information about the cap, I try to take a breather and have a look around. 3 chevron cap makes me think they're pretty much all gone, but then I hear the enemy marksman pop off. At this point, I'm thinking more of the game plan here and feel we will capture this objective. So I instruct squad 4 to stay near the objective that they are at to try and get 2 caps on the bounce. It's while doing this I notice more contacts on the horizon. I prone out to get an accurate observe mark on them and decide to push north to that small compound in front of me. I'm seeing traces off to the right, so it's obvious someone is to the north of here. Again, using bushes for cover, I push in to breach the compound, making sure to do a quick check on a few corners, and then continue to the north. I see some movement in the bushes ahead, so I stop, crouch, put my weapon in semi-auto for better accuracy, and tap fire. After this, I flick back to full auto, check behind me, but I immediately see a machine gunner sticking out of a bush right in front of me. I snap back to them and let rip. And amazingly, I dropped 2 bodies here. Now, we're into the final part, and this is where, looking back, I should have done something different, but we'll come back to that in a moment. As I push out of the compound, I check the field to the left. Nothing. I look right. Nothing. Footsteps behind me are friendly, but we also aren't capping the objective. At this point, I'm kind of just advancing blindly right now, until I glance to my left, and I'm greeted by a complete fire team. I'm going to slow this one down. The guy on the right is my first target. He's the closest to snap to and the biggest. I hear the rounds connect, so my brain tells me that's enough, next target. As target number 2 is skylining, he's easy to spot. Again, a good solid 3 or 4 hits on him, but I'm taken by surprise that target number 1 isn't down. Whilst still holding the trigger, I flick back to the first guy, dropping guy number 3 in the process. And this is why being bunched up is bad. I finish off the first target, but he gets around into me just as he goes down, which blinds me. Completely taken by surprise from all of this, I fail to notice Timmy number 4 prone in front of the tree, who witnessed me butcher half of his squad. And whilst I do react, it's too late. My bollocks are right in front of his face, and he lays me out. Still, to take out 12 infantry in such a short space of time, and to only be fired at twice, is quite an achievement. Going back to what I would have done better. After dropping the 2 machine gunners, I should have stopped and waited for a few more blueberries or my own squad to be with me, as, if you didn't spot it before, when that last guy dropped me, the British hab was right behind him. So, just having 4 extras with me would have overrun their hab from the small compound that I was in. That last push with backup would have been enough to give us a solid chance to take out their hab, and that one moment right there would have turned the game around for us. Unfortunately, despite all of our efforts, we still lost on tickets, but we held on for as long as we could. We made this objective very painful and costly for the Brits. I hope that this video will prove immensely beneficial for anyone who takes the time to watch. Given the substantial content, it may be worthwhile to revisit it a few times to fully grasp everything that went on. The strategies and choices showcased have been honed through more than 7 years of experience in squad and other mil sims. Even if you glean just a few insights from this video, you'll undoubtedly enhance your skills and progress significantly as a player. And all of this will help give you an edge over your opponents. If you've gotten this far, thank you for watching. Links to all my socials and merch are in the description down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more squad guides, gameplay and updates. Take care, and I'll catch you on my next video on my server. Good night.